But yeah, I was just saying. So Walking Dead, that's like one of those games. It's like a visual novel, so it's kind of the same as watching a movie in a way. Yeah, like some of the choices that you make affect it, but for the most part, you're just watching a movie that allows you to interact with it a bit.
Yep. So
for games like that,
people feel like
if
they
you watch
don't
a Let's Play,
need to play
there's
it.
no reason to play it yourself.
Yeah. That's why I don't play a lot of story-heavy games, because I just feel like it's not. That's not the only reason. Like, I'm not that into heavy story games, but I also like to respect, the developers' thing, what they want people to experience the story when people play the game, because this is a big part of this. A lot of games is the story.
Well, that's why I still think this should be a rule. I still really wish that YouTube hadn't gone downhill with their morals, because it used to be like a big thing for Let's Players in general to not play any games until they had been released for at least 3 months.
3-month rule.
That way is so nobody could just watch a Let's Play instead of buying the game themselves, from the get-go.
Yep.
That's exactly why I still never do day one stuff, because I feel like I'm ripping off the developers from money that they should be getting.
That's actually so. The developers of Persona 5, when that game came out, Atlas is the developer. Started taking down live streams of people playing the game day one, and because that's such a story-heavy game, right? So, what they did was people got mad at them. They're like, "Why are you removing the streams? We're just trying to play your game." And then they replied with releasing people's channels and releasing their videos and that kind of thing, and saying, "Okay, you can stream the game, but all we ask is that you play the game first before seeing the story." That's literally what they said.
Also, you're still not allowed to stream the end of the game.
Yep. Yeah, you're not allowed to stream the end.
They don't allow anybody to upload or stream the end of Persona 5 because they want to leave one thing a mystery that you can't find out on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Which makes so much sense.
Which is honestly respectable. Seriously.
So yeah. So I don't know, I do think it's kind of not okay that some people, Zach Scott Games, for example, I guarantee you he makes 2 to 3 times the amount of money that any game developer makes from playing the games day one, every single game, and uploading full Let's Plays of them a day or 2 after their release. He probably makes more money than the actual game developers make.
I have a question for you, Tyler.
From their salaries of making the games.
Do you dislike Zach Scott Games as much as I do?
I don't really watch his videos because I don't watch.
I've clicked on his videos before, just to see what he's all about, because he's got so many viewers and so much whatever he does day one, everything he still does, even though his channel is in the tits, but it doesn't matter because he's probably making bank off of day one Let's Plays. Anyway, my point is, his commentary is garbage. I'm sorry. I hope he sees this, because he needs to improve his commentary so much. He's unentertaining, largely unentertaining. But the only reason he gets views is because he's doing these day one Let's Plays. And the thing is, I think he could be entertaining, and that would be nice, but he's not. I don't think he is.
Can someone look up his analytics real fast on Social Blade and just tell me how many views he got this month? Because if you guys do, I could probably give you a rough estimate of how much money he's making from playing games day one over the developers that should probably be getting that money instead. So I guarantee you, since he does a lot of... The thing is, your commentary doesn't need to be good. You don't need to have any skill to do day one Let's Plays, because they'll still get views because of all the people who are looking up the game just to watch a Let's Play of it instead of buying the game.
Yep. That's exacy it. And I think that let's
start some fucking drama. That's how people become big on YouTube nowadays.
Yeah,
let's
fuck you, Zach Scott Games.
Okay, last 30 days he got 21 million views.
Holy shit!
And that's all from day. That's 90% from day one. Let's Plays.
So many views.
So he's probably Let me guess. He's probably making around $60,000 to $70,000 a month from day one.
Just
Let's
ad
Plays.
revenue alone, not even
just
including brand deals or whatever, or direct tips through Twitch streams or YouTube streams. Yeah, that's just ad revenue. So,
but he's not doing that because he's a great, hilarious comedian or anything. He gets it because he's just playing the games before everybody else does.
Yeah,
I've never been okay with that. I don't know. That's why I still to this day. I did one day one Let's Play of Mario 3D World, and I still feel bad about it.
I did one day one Let's Play, and was Link to the Past, the remake. Not Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds. And
oh my god, both of those games came out on the same day.
Did they really? That's
Yeah,
actually
'cause
kind
I
of
remember
amazing.
buying them both at the same time.
So, because I got it a week early, so I figured it'd be okay. But then I kind of felt bad a little bit. But that's like, I don't know. It's different when you're doing a really story-heavy game, though. Like, I still think that we should wait and let people experience the story of these games before we like go ahead and spoil it all online. Even though it's their choice, I do think it's respectful of the developers. I agree.
Yeah, I just think it is a respect thing because day one Let's Plays do 100% detract from sales. I don't like any of this. Oh, they still might buy the game or still exposing it to them. I can guarantee you that 95% of the people who watch a day one Let's Play, I mean,
Now,
yeah, they might be looking up the game to like see if they win it themselves. There's reviews for that don't give away the whole entire game.
True. And like some of the things that I think one of the things that's really healthy is like, for example, Stephen George. You guys should go check out Stephen Plays. Great guy. One of our best friends. He does his First 20 series, which is like a weekly, he just plays the game for like 20 to 40 minutes. And then he doesn't play it again. And so like you just see the beginning of these games to give you an idea of what the game is and what, and that's great. That's great for developers because then you just get like this little advertisement basically. It's like, go play this game. And then he doesn't have the rest of his channel, so you're not going to be, tempted to watch through and see all the story and spoil yourself and not actually play the game.
Mm-hmm. I really respect Steven and the way he does it.
Yeah, me too. That's why I wanted to shout that asshole out. Sorry, we're starting beef with people. Fuck you, Stephen George.
Honestly, I mean, like, I have friends that also, like, profit off of the day one Let's Play thing. And I have straight up told them to their face, I'm like, love you as a friend, you're fun to hang out with, but I don't respect the way you and your living, necessarily. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, we have a lot in common, but...
The other thing that bothers me is just... I do this not because of games, but because I like to entertain people. And it always bothers me when there's people who are unentertaining that are just getting so many views just because they're doing day one Let's Plays. And that's the problem I have with Zach Scott.
Yeah, it kind of sucks that making the moral choice on YouTube actually gets you... Like, if you make the moral choices on YouTube...
It actually screws you,
as
yeah.
much money. Yeah. But I personally prefer integrity over money any day.
True.
Like, I would rather make a tenth of as much money and still be, like, proud of everything that I've done, all my life choices, I guess. But a lot of people don't give a fuck. They don't care about their integrity. They're like, give me that check. Nobody's gonna remember anyways.
Oh my god, I'm coming back to this because I need arrows. Yeah, so that's actually a good idea. So Esfer in the chat chooses only to watch Let's Plays of games that they know they'll never play. So, like, you were never going to buy the game in the first place, Of course, You could also convince yourself that you're never going to play this game because you're going to watch it, too. That's the other thing. You have to be careful of that. Like, not convincing yourself to just watch something instead of buying it. You should look into it first and see if it's a game that you really want to play first. But I'm sure you do.
I guess at the same time, in a way, if you think about it, us playing old games from Nintendo and stuff is also hurting their numbers because people are going to end up buying these games from like game shops and like eBay and stuff, which doesn't benefit Nintendo. So in a way, Nintendo's losing money from us promoting their old games that don't make them any money instead of their new games. Now that I think about it.
Probably, but we're part of the outrage that's like, stop demonetizing us. so now they've stopped. Eventually, they got there, which I'm okay with. But it's like it does make you feel bad sometimes.
So much more morality with this type of thing.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, I know what I want to do.
Where's this big octo at? Come on, where's the seagulls?
Yeah, sometimes they're really hard to find in this version of the game because the draw distance is so bad in the GameCube version. They don't even show up until you're right on top of them. It's stupid.
Wait, do I have enough bombs anyways? No, I'm glad I didn't find the seagulls because I only have 2 bombs. I keep doing that. I go to fight a big octo and then I have like no bombs to fight them.
Dude, that was happening to me earlier. I kept sailing in. I'm like, I don't have enough arrows. Damn it.
That's a good point. We would actually be making Nintendo a shit ton of money if they would put their older games on the eShop.
Right, exactly. Because then people wouldn't have to go back. Well, if they're going to do like a randomizer like we are, then they have to use a ROM or whatever. But go buy the game.
But it still promotes the original game.
True, but I believe you could still buy, well, on the Wii U eShop, you could still buy Ocarina of Time. So there you go. Go for it.
Yay. Yeah, that's why like Chugga does the types. That's why Chugga makes his own game choices. He likes to choose to do Let's Plays of games. That's why I really respect Chugga.
Yeah.
And it's because he always chooses games that are from Nintendo that have been kind of like overlooked by a lot of core audience, and he shines lights onto games and series. And I think Emil has actually made a lot of games 10 times more popular than they ever would have been through his Let's Plays.
I almost guarantee you that he is solely responsible for the popularity of Okami, the re-popularity of Okami. Because Okami's a great game, but it went super under the radar for so many years, and then he did a big old Let's Play of it, and like, I mean, this may be a coincidence, but Amazon literally raised their price on Okami for the PS2 and Wii when Emil did his Let's Play. Like, it might have been a coincidence, probably wasn't, though, because they probably noticed more traffic to those games or something on Amazon, and were like, all right, well, there's lots of traffic to this, there's a high demand, let's raise the price, because, you know, supply and demand.
Yeah. I love Emil. That's why I like pretty much everybody in our like immediate Let's Play community, is because everybody in it is like does it just because of the love of games, not because they want money or like anything or fame or anything. They literally do it just because they love the art of Let's Playing and want to do it in the most respectful way, in a way that also respects developers.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And the other thing that I love too is you know, for a while there, I was kind of concerned that like our you know, the people that we grew up as content creators alongside, I kind of felt like sort of separated from them for a long time. But with the TRG Coliseum last year, or this year, I guess, I'm still thinking of 2019, which is good. Yeah, it's coming up. But yeah, no, the TRG Coliseum was a really good example of how all these creators can come together for something really good and have like a great time doing it. And I love our community. I really do, because of that.
Exactly. That's why I kind of have stuck with them.
Yeah,
and I
they're great,
like,
good people.
I haven't really like tried to find friends that are like newer Let's Players and stuff, because
seriously, if you have not like checked out like I'm talking all of the people at the TRG Coliseum, like go and find them on the YouTubes and watch them, because everybody there was an absolute amazing person, and they all make great content.
Except for you.
Right, except for me. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm just a garbage. No. Don't follow me. Don't. I don't want that. No. Go follow. I think Masay. Masay is great. I actually just talked to her this morning.
I love Masay. She got me a little toucan that I have in my car. It hangs from my mirror, and it keeps like it's my like favorite little friend.
She's so nice.
She's so sweet. Fighting. Everybody wants a water buffalo. Mine is short and yours is though. Where to get them, I don't know, but everybody wants a water buffalo. Ooh.
Was that VeggieTales?
The buffalo to the store, got his head stuck in the door.
Oh,
How'd he get there? I'm not sure, but everybody wants a water buffalo. Ooh.
Oh no, I'm good. Personally, I'm fine. I don't need this in my life.
Just because you are a water buffalo.
Call me fat?
Plot twist. No.
They call me fat and hairy, and I live in the water. Wait, where do water buffalo live? Where do they live? What is a water buffalo?
I don't even know. I'm not even sure if they're a real thing. I think that's like the joke.
I don't even know, dude. All right, hang on. Beetle, I need your help. I need arrows. Please sell me arrows. Please, God. Actually, this might be the same one as Outset, because I think they share the same equipment. Which actually would mean that he has arrows. Because I know that the Outset one has arrows, because that's where
we should give a shout out to Nintendo Capri's son, too. He's also one of the best dudes in the world.
Dude, I loved him. What a legend.
The only reason that Tim has like kind of decreased in popularity on his channel and stuff is because for some reason his video quality has gone down. Like his actual video and microphone quality. Like his videos are like 360p. Like his Zelda randomizers and stuff are uploaded in 360p resolution, and his microphone sounds kind of old and not that great.
I mean, it might be just because of the settings. Like it might be that his stuff isn't that bad, but that he exports in 360 for some reason.
I guess maybe we should just talk to him and be like,
we should. Yeah, why not? You want some better settings or something? We can make that happen. Because
his commentary is still great. Like I watch his videos and his commentary is still good, but I think a lot of people probably won't give him the chance because they're like, why should I watch this person's like 360p resolution video? And there's like high quality versions, because I don't care about like quality to a certain extent, But I feel like nowadays in 2018, there's no reason to not at least have any game be uploaded in 720.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, we live in a time now where like it's common for 4K videos to be a thing. Like I have a 4K TV now, like, and it was inexpensive. You know, it was not an expensive TV.
I remember Kobanermani used to upload all of his like Let's Plays, if like even like Wii games, in 4K resolution. And I was always like, why?
Yeah, that right there is overkill, because I guarantee you he wasn't upscaling to 4K, so it was just a waste of his time. It's one thing to future-proof, but you also have to be recording it in 4K. Like, you can just make 1080p footage.
I think he did because he got views. Like he got.
Oh, because you could put 4K in the title at the time. That actually got a lot of views. You're right.
Because YouTube would like would put things in the algorithm that were 4K because they thought it would be interesting to people.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
YouTube is just a game of like literally nowadays. YouTube is a game of like either trying to make really good original content that people care about, or trying to find out how the algorithm works and to exploit it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my gosh! If I have to fight this guy a second time,
you will.
I have 4 more arrows.
You will have to.
Oh, I did it! Hell yeah!
I glanced over at your footage as you were killing him.
Makes you feel old because 360 used to be a great quality. It did. I remember like at one point thinking my videos were really high quality videos. Like I felt like I figured out the best settings and stuff for my like Let's Plays of GameCube games.
Yep.
And I even remember like Sugar Conroy like kind of being known for being on top of the quality game for a bit. Like with Mario Sunshine, when he uploaded that, it was like the highest quality Mario Sunshine Let's Play. Because you go back and watch that today and you're like, ugh, this looks atrocious.
Yeah, you know why that is? It's because at the time, capture equipment for video games didn't exist. You had to use like some hacky way of capturing video game footage that wasn't meant for. Right. Well, before even Dazzles existed. The thing is, the Dazzle weren't created for that purpose, right? That's not what their purpose is. Their purpose is to.
What is their purpose?
Their purpose is to capture VHS footage and transfer it to digital. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what they're supposed to be used for. But I mean, we mostly used it for gaming, and that probably did really well for Dazzle at the very least. So.
Yeah.
Guys, it's my dad. I'm attacking my dad.
Who's your dad?
Phantom Ganon is my dad.
Yeah, you look kind of similar.
He's actually my stepdad. We discussed this the other night when I was playing Randomizer. He's my stepdad.
What's the lineage? Like, where does this come from?
So my mom is Elias Thompson, but he got a sex change, so he's actually also my dad. Okay. And he married my stepdad, which is Phantom Ganon. My biological dad is the bird that you fight at the top of the Helmerach King. That's my biological dad.
Interesting.
Don't ask. Just don't bother. Oh, you son of a bitch!
This. Somebody wants us to spill more tea. Is there any more tea we can spill, Josh?
Wait, who spilled tea?
Do you not know what that means? Guys, Josh is 30.
No, I literally have no idea what that means.
Spilling tea is like you never heard like spill the tea, sis? Like it's pretty much
what? No, what does that mean? What? I'm so confusion.
Chat, just give Josh a hard time for not knowing. Instead of being nice and informing him as to what it means, let's just give him a hard time instead.
I don't know what that means. Please inform me on the memes. I need to know.
Okay.
What is happening?
Is there anybody in chat that doesn't know what spilling the tea is? I'm wondering if Josh is the only person that doesn't know.
I'm starting to think that Tyler doesn't actually know. I'm starting to think that Tyler is just trying to cover it up and have you guys tell him. Pretty sure that's what that is.
Okay, now spilling the tea is pretty much like the drama. Like, I'm trying to think of like a different word or a different phrase.
Oh, spilling the tea means taking a piss. All right, gotcha. Like taking the piss, like the English term taking the piss. So spilling the tea, you're like
shedding light on. It's like calling somebody out for something. Like,
yeah,
starting drama in a way.
Dude,
it's kind of like the thing that like something you would expect like cackly old women to do, like just kind of talk shit on everything.
Like the Wind Waker,
like the Golden Girls kind of like
Wind
situation.
Waker ladies that ask for the gossip
Yes,
picture.
they're always spilling the tea.
They're always
Exactly.
spilling the tea. There you go. All right, I'm on board. I'm on board with spilling the tea. I understand now. Thank you, chat. No, Josh, I was joking. To be honest, taking the piss and spilling the tea are pretty close. And they're both kind of English sounding.
I hate
Take
this
that,
part.
stepdad.
The seagulls.
You're not my real dad.
You're my stare dad. Oh wait, sorry, stepdad.
Okay, I see what you did there. All right, I appreciate that. That was a good one. It was a stretch, but it was a good one. It was a good stretch.
I went too high. I went too high.
Well, that's
Went too
convenient.
high. I need to stretch out my legs.
Speaking of stretching out legs, do you want to take a break in a second?
Sure. Let me get this one item. I need like 2 seconds.
All right,
And by
you
2
just
seconds, I mean like 30 seconds.
All right, you let me know, and I will pause the game when you pause the game.
Okay.
Oh, crrrt.
That was terrifying. That's not even a roll. That's like a. You're like purring. I'm trying to play the Wind Waker, but I can't hear any of my game sounds.
A Wookiee. Oh, that's like a kid Wookiee. Very high pitched.
Up? Left? How the fuck? What is the Wind Requiem? Why can I not remember how to play it? Isn't that what I just played?
Up, left, right.
Took me like 20 tries. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Tom
Dude, I love Tom. Shout out to that guy.
said. Another big key. Just what I wanted. All right, let's take a 5-minute break.
3.
All right.
2. Or just go, I guess.
Yo, Link is like looking into my soul right now. Holy shit. His eyes are purple and kind of awesome looking.
I just fell out of my boat like a second ago, and now I'm just swimming across the ocean, and I just realized that even though we're Zora Link, you can just drown. Like, Zoras don't know how to swim in this world for some reason.
I still think it's weird. Like, I understand why they made it so you can't swim forever, because then you could, like, kind of break the game.
Yeah.
Chronologically, like, it'd be hard to, like, force people to do stuff. You wouldn't even need the boat. You could just swim off of outside island and just keep going forever.
Yeah.
But
But
it does make no sense that the one version of Link that has a swimming limit is the one that's been surrounded by water his whole life.
yeah, that's true, huh? I
The
mean,
only reason I can think of is maybe they don't let the kids swim in the water, like in this ocean, because maybe it's just dangerous. Like they'll get eaten by fish or something.
yeah, that's possible.
And so like in all the other Zelda games, the areas they can swim are all safe, so they get to swim a lot. But here, if they go swimming, they'll get eaten.
Right, yeah. By all the freaking sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their freaking foreheads.
Wait, what game are you playing?
Oh no, that was awesome. That was an Austin Powers reference.
Dude, I still need to watch Austin Powers. I'm
One of my favorite movie franchises, honestly. I really love Austin.
baby.
Hey.
I know a lot of the quotes, like the moly, 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 turtle, turtle. Like, whenever those movies were popular, all the kids at school would like quote them all the time.
Wait, turtle,
So, like-
turtle? What the hell are you talking about there?
Wait, turtle, turtle. Doesn't he do that? Like, doesn't he like kind of like push his head in and out? Or is that the?
No,
or is
that's the master of disguise with
that. Okay, never
with
mind.
what's his face?
That was like the same time that they were both like popular movies
Well,
at the same
they're
time.
also both him and Mike Myers are Garth and Wayne from Wayne's World. So
Oh, okay, that explains why.
Yeah, so
that
they're
explains everything.
yeah, so they're pretty connected as comedians. They definitely came up alongside each other.
So one thing, like I kind of consider myself pretty. I would say like I feel like not cool as in like, yeah, man, I'm so cool, but is it a point where I can like pretty much relate with people on like almost any kind of level? When I was younger, I couldn't do that with like so many things because my parents sheltered me so much, and I was like I feel like I was like more of an outcast when I was younger in school, just because my parents like prevented me from literally doing or seeing or being a part of anything that all the other kids are being a part of, because they've like found it as too inappropriate for my age.
That's absurd. And actually, I know somebody. I'm not going to say them by name, but one of my viewers who is also really sheltered and is also gay and is going through some shit right now with his parents. And I'm like, you got to get out of there. Like,
Dang it, I can't do this yet.
they just like force him into all kinds of things, and it's just kind of like, ugh. It makes me uncomfortable because I wouldn't want that to ever happen to me.
I wonder, because I always wonder about my sexuality and if I was born with it or if it's something that developed because of the way I was risen.
Yeah, I mean that's the age-old question, isn't it?
I honestly don't you don't know where it comes from. It just kind of is, and I wonder if I was like if it was day one, or if the way my parents raised me. Like I wonder if sheltering your kids, because it seems like a lot of kids that end up being gay are the ones that were really 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 sheltered as a kid.
But that also,
like, how does that happen?
Yeah, well maybe, I don't know. I'm not gay, so I can't tell you.
But that's also not true, because I have lots of friends that were also really sheltered and that aren't gay. So I guess that doesn't really have
that doesn't
much
really
to do with it.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think there's a direct connotation, but I think that, I mean, it really depends on, I think it depends on a lot of different factors. I think it's partially your upbringing, but also partially maybe you got it in your...
Maybe it's because when I was like 5 years old, my dad was like a football coach for about 10 years, a high school football coach. So when I was like 5 years old, I remember like being in the locker room or whatever. And I think I remember seeing like a bunch of like naked high school dudes, and I was like 5. Maybe that's what caused it.
I mean, or you were born with it, and it's just like you distinctly remember that part because you were super into it. You know, that part of your life. I
wasn't into. I don't think I was into. I was 5. I don't think I really noticed it, but maybe like subconsciously.
That's what I'm saying. Subconsciously. I'm not saying like directly. Like you are 5. Like people who are 5 generally don't have that, you know, activated in their body just yet.
No, although my first like sexual experience was when I was 5 years old. That was the first time I ever sucked a thing.
Wait, really?
That happens with a lot of kids though. Like lots of kids start experimenting around the ages like 4, 5, and 6.
I didn't start experimenting until I was like 12 or 13.
A lot of kids have really, really young age like experiments or whatever. I remember getting caught. I remember getting caught and like ended up getting like the worst trouble of my life.
I can imagine, coming from your family. Yeah. What the hell?
I wonder if like me getting in really bad trouble made me more likely to become gay later.
Maybe as you were experimenting, because you had these like rebellious feelings against your parents your whole life. Maybe that's what happened. Like it just got
I've never had
rebellions.
I've never had rebellious feelings. I'm like the least rebellious person ever. I've never done anything out of rebellion.
That is untrue. But I think that it wasn't conscious for you. That is completely untrue, though, knowing you for so long. Because you definitely went through a phase, because you're so different from your upbringing. That's the thing, right? And
but I was never everything I did was never because I was trying to be rebellious, though. Like it wasn't out of a state of rebellion. It was out of a sense of like me saying cuss words. That wasn't me being rebellious. That was me just like wanting to fit in with all the other kids that were around me saying cuss words.
You know what? That's actually a fair perspective, because usually that's what people say is being rebellious, but you were just being yourself.
I think that's the reason why I might have gone over the top, was because for a long time, like I didn't do anything that the other kids were doing, and I was kind of an outcast because of it. And so when I started doing the stuff that other kids were doing, I got like my life became so much better, and I felt like I became way more accepted. And so I kind of took it over the top. Maybe I like overcorrected. Yeah. If that makes sense.
No, that makes total sense, actually. Yeah. Which I agree with, actually. Knowing you for so long, I would agree that you did take it over the top with some of the things that you did, just because, but it was just an enhanced version of yourself, right?
Yeah.
So
Versus is Tyler's therapy, dude.
It kind of is, really. But I'm not a therapist.
Talking for long periods of time. Yeah, it's true.
I can't help
Maybe I should stream my therapy session.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that your therapist would not be into that.
Has it ever been done though before? That might actually be a really kind of cool experience.
Probably.
I don't think that ever has been streamed before. That would actually be a really interesting thing. Maybe that would actually help a lot of people.
Maybe
if they could hear somebody talking through therapy.
But
I mean, I don't think I can talk about anything to a therapist that I haven't said on a YouTube video before.
Right. So it's not about saying things that you wouldn't say. It's about saying things and then getting the right response from your therapist instead of a different response from maybe your viewers or me or whoever.
Okay, Katy Perry streamed her therapy session. Forgot about that.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I mean, that worked, but Jesus.
Honestly, well, I think that might actually be really interesting because sometimes, like, think good content is things that people haven't, like, taken the chance or been brave enough to do yet.
Oh, I should have just shot it from my boat. I'm a dumb butt, dude. I'm a dumb butt. Damn it.
Maybe it probably wouldn't be just, like, smart to do for, like, a first therapy session, but, like, I don't know. It might be kind of interesting.
Definitely not
my
for a
things is I
first
don't
therapy session.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't like
stop
keeping-
thinking
I don't
about
like
everything
keeping-
as content, too.
I don't.
Well, this specifically, I mean. Because I do think
The
you
reason
should
I'm
see
thinking
a
that this is
therapist.
The only reason I think this is, like, content is just because it is, like, a unique thing. Like, I think I would watch somebody else do that. That'd be kind of interesting to see how it helps them. To maybe to figure out... I wonder if that's been done before, in general. Because I kind of want to watch it and see somebody else's experience, maybe, before I do it myself.
I mean, maybe.
Like, it'd be kind of cool.
I mean, maybe.
Like I said, I don't like keeping things about myself private. It kind of, like, bothers me trying to keep things private.
I personally, like, my whole thing is just finding the line, like, where you're comfortable being with your audience or with people publicly in general. Is just like, I don't mind talking about most things, but there's definitely, especially being married, there's definitely things that, like, I'm no longer keeping just my secrets. I'm also keeping my wife's secrets because we talk about everything, right? So it's like, it's important for a relationship to be that. And so for me, I'm comfortable saying most things, but I also have to limit myself in some places, especially when it talks about when talking about, you know, sexual things.
Yeah,
because I have a wife, and I don't want to, like,
who wants to stay. Yeah,
right. Stay
but I don't have
secretive.
that.
And, yeah,
Mine would all be completely personal stuff.
right. Yeah.
I'm actually considering it. I think it'd be kind of interesting, but, like, it'd have to be maybe a therapist that's kind of like a YouTuber, sort of like the Shane Dawson Jake Paul series, how he talked to the therapist about Jake Paul's sociopath type stuff. But I feel like that'd be something really relatable, and that's something that could actually help other people.
Yeah, maybe.
And since I don't really care about my personal life, like, I don't have that line, which I don't think is a problem. That doesn't bother me or affect me in any way, I think.
Very Master the Ninja in chat says new Tyler is way cooler than old Tyler IMO.
I mean, yeah, I 100% agree.
Yeah, I also 100% agree.
I can't stand watching anything before, like, my Planet Coaster series.
You were so annoying.
I was, though.
I mean, you're still annoying. Don't get me wrong here. You're still annoying, just less so, and in different ways. Dude, don't forget to save your game, like, often.
Yeah, also, I'm going to go ahead and save my tracker again while I'm thinking about it.
Yes.
Probably should as well.
Yes.
While I'm doing it.
Yes. Yes.
Just in case it crashes, you don't have to remark
Yes.
everything and remember it all.
Yes. Which I wouldn't be able to. If it crashed, I wouldn't be able to remember.
You don't watch Shane Dawson anymore? I didn't watch him for a bit, just because there's been, like, some phases of YouTube that I haven't quite enjoyed. Also, I'm playing again. There hasn't been some phases of YouTube I've enjoyed. Like, I really didn't like the whole challenge phase of YouTube where everything was just challenge videos. I also didn't like... What I hated even more was the phase where everything was, like, DIY goop. Everything was, like, really just weird, colorful glitter bath bombs, all that kind of stuff. So instead, I almost miss raunchy lewd Tyler. The thing is, some of the things I say nowadays are really, really raunchy. I just do it way better now. If I make raunchy jokes today, I feel like they're way better and way more thought out than just being inappropriate just because, inappropriate is funny.
My perspective on it, knowing you forever, not forever, but, you know, for, like, a long time.
My pretty much have known me forever.
Yeah, I mean, it's what, 9 years, 8 years, something like that.
For my whole adult life. We've known each other our whole adult lives.
It's true. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
My perspective on it is that you used to be really blunt with your inappropriate jokes. Now you're a little more subtle and more tasteful with the jokes, but they're still just as bad if you really, like, break it down. In terms of not bad, but, you know, like, you know what I mean.
Inappropriate. I just find more clever ways to tell them, I think, is what I try to do.
Exactly. And I think that you've definitely improved at that, for sure. I think we both improved a lot at these things. Just talking in general, we both really came a long way.
Yeah, I got a key.
Now I've got lots of keys.
Yeah, sometimes I like feel like I haven't grown since my like high school days, but then if I like watch anything from when I was younger, I'm like, yeah, I've definitely
grown like a lot. Same too.
Okay, I know what I'm doing next.
Would
we
you
consider each other best friends?
Oh my god.
The same thing.
We were just reading the same thing. So, I mean, yeah. Tyler's one of my best friends.
I don't have like a one best friend. I don't really like the idea.
I can say definitively I have 4 best friends.
I have, let's see, I think mine, since I just moved, it's kind of different.
It's probably, you're probably in between best friends right now.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on the verge of probably having a new whole like circle of best friends, because I mean, you can still be friends with somebody who lives across the country, but it's 10 times harder to be friends with somebody across the country when you don't see them all the time.
Truth.
And I think Josh and I are different because we do verses together, so we have that thing that like pulls us to hang out with each other. Yes. Apart from just enjoying each other's company.
And to be honest, I think, honestly, like being real deep and honest, I think that Versus probably like kept our friendship alive. And if we weren't doing Versus, we probably wouldn't be friends. And not
although hanging out with you are one of my favorite people to hang out with for some reason.
I like how you have no idea why you enjoy hanging out with me. That's great.
I don't know, dude. For some reason, I enjoy hanging out with you.
I don't know either. I don't know why you enjoy hanging out with me either.
Like whenever we like go to conventions and stuff, when we like walk around and like such. Like I still remember that one night. It was after PAX East. I think it was the night after our first panel. Like when we went to get sushi and stuff.
That was a good night.
Like we've had a lot of nights like that though. Like when I stayed at your house, we had a lot of fun nights together and such.
When you went to E3 with me, we were rooming. It was me and Brooke and you and my friend Lilith.
Even the time when we went to stay with Chris Pablo. Like we've had a lot of
like really good connection moments.
Yeah, so yeah, I would definitely consider Josh to be one of my best friends because apart from doing Versus stuff, I really do enjoy hanging out with him.
Aw,
so yes.
That's so sweet. Shut up, Tyler. This is our friendship, man.
We had to add that.
We had to.
We couldn't.
We can't. We have to. It's part of our bromance. Yeah.
You and me could have a bad bromance.
Is that you trying to do a Lady Gaga?
Oh, whoa.
Doing like a Lady Gaga. What's the remix? What's the word I'm looking for? Parody. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. Good job, Josh. I can't fucking think about words, man.